Hello, everyone. I don't know if you can hear me yet. Let me check the mic. Okay, it looks like the mic is working just fine. If everyone's in the actual chat room right now, if you can just confirm if everything is working just fine. So I'm actually here from South Lake Tahoe. I was going to do a live stream, and I know it's like what 8:20 in the morning on a Sunday. So this is the only chance that I had to actually do a live stream here. So I'm here in South Lake Tahoe for my cousin's wedding, Ivan, who just got married on Friday, the 19th, with his now wife, Jessica. Both of them are Movie Canon, Movie Council members. And looks like there's a plane flying over us right now. So they just got married. So congratulations, Ivan and Jessica, for your marriage, for your wedding. I had a good time at your wedding, and that's why I'm here in Lake Tahoe as we're doing this now. So as far as this stream, it's just going to be a fairly quick stream. This is a video called the Met Reports. And the Met Reports about movies, entertainment, and TV news. This is something that I used to do last year, but I stopped doing it because it just took too much time to edit the videos. So I'm doing this now, live stream, and I'm probably going to do those live in the future as live streams, not actual editorial videos. So the first thing that we're going to talk about here for this Met Report is I'm going to talk about the Marvel TV shows. There's just basically just not necessarily ranking them, but just talk about if Marvel has met the expectations of the fans, of myself. So I'll talk about a few of the Marvel shows that have been released already on Disney Plus, and of course I'll talk about the latest one, She-Hulk, that just came out earlier this week. So, and I'm also doing a movie draft, which is kind of like the NFL draft. So I'll give you a bit of the instructions if you want to join in on those. I'm going to do that movie draft early in September. So I'll give you the details later. And there will be a prize if one of you guys, viewers, subscribers, decide to join us in this movie draft. And like I said, I'll give you the details on that later in maybe in a couple weeks. I believe it's probably gonna do this on the Labor Day weekend, which is September 1st, around there. That's when I'm going to do that actual movie draft video, and I'll give you more details about that later. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with what I want to talk about today, which was the Marvel TV shows. So let's begin with, I'm going to go back to the very first Marvel show, which was the WandaVision show that came out early 2021. And so I'm going to say that probably WandaVision is probably going to be the best of the Marvel shows. Now She-Hulk we've only had one episode, so I can't really rank it, I guess I could say, just quite yet. But WandaVision has been the best Marvel show so far, and it is because there's a lot of mystery in it. So when we first heard about WandaVision, we know that Wanda was in some kind of a sitcom, some kind of a TV show, 50s, and then later on in the episodes, you see that they're like moving out to different eras of the TV generation, like going to the 70s, going to the 80s, and later 90s. So there was a bit of mystery there. There was some kind of speculation as to, maybe Wanda has lost her mind, and that's her the way for her to cope because of the loss of Vision. And just every single episode was very captivating, very interesting. You're always trying to pick up on little cues, or little clues, I should say. And I think every episode was very good. And there's always this what do you call it? Not expectation, but there's some need that you want to go back and watch the next episode of WandaVision. And I don't think that's really happened in any of the other shows, at least for me, where I'm just waiting. Okay, I wonder what's going to happen in the next episode. Maybe they'll reveal this There's a lot of speculation. I don't know if you remember all the speculating stuff about the Quicksilver is really from the X-Men universe, because we got the same actor who played the X-Men from the Fox movies. So that was very interesting, and I like that. And I haven't had that sense of hype, I should say, and really, really anticipating the next episode since WandaVision. So the next one that Marvel released on Disney Plus was the Falcon and Winter Soldier show, which kind of takes over the Falcon character played by Anthony Mackie. So we learned in Endgame that Steve Rogers has selected Anthony Mackie's character. For some reason I can't remember the character's name, but so he's going to take over as the Captain America. He's given the shield, and while I did think this show helped in the transition from the Anthony Mackie character becoming Captain America, or I should say Steve Rogers from being Captain America to the Anthony Mackie character. So I think that transition was pretty good. But as far as a show, I didn't find it to be that captivating. I mean, I watched the entire series and it was fine, but I just wasn't that interested in it. And then we have Sebastian Stan, who was in the show as well. They did the little comedy duo, or the team up there, and I mean, that worked out fine. I just didn't care too much about the show, so there it is. The next one that Disney released, or on Disney Plus, was the which one was it? I think it was Loki. So Loki was the next one that they released it in June 2021, and everyone loves Loki. Tom Hiddleston, his portrayal of Loki is awesome. They kept killing him off in the movies. They just somehow resurrect him, and it was just a matter of time that Loki was going to return in the MCU in some form, and he definitely is. So he's back, and we have a Loki series. Now, I really, really liked the first episode of Loki, but then it kind of started going downhill after that. I like the last episode that show the villain there. I can't remember his name. King. So they showed him, and just going back and forth with the whole time traveling and all the rules. It could get a little confusing because there's some contradictions that we've seen before in the MCU, and I just don't know how they're going to deal with that aspect of the MCU and the multiverse. So overall, Loki, it was fine. It was fine. It was not as good as obviously WandaVision, but it definitely was better than Falcon and Winter Soldier. And Loki is having a second season coming sometime next year. Okay, so the next one here is it's Hawkeye. So Hawkeye was released, I believe it was in November of last year, 2021, and they were advertised to be kind of like the Christmas season MCU show. And to be honest with you, that was really the only draw that I had, because of like Christmas related shows or movies or whatever. So when they were advertising, this Hawkeye show, it's set during Christmas time, blah blah blah, I was like, okay, I'll watch it. So I did watch it. Didn't love it. I barely stayed on there. I'm not a huge fan of the character, the lead, the actress. She's the one that was really taking over in this show, even though it is a Hawkeye show. But it just wasn't that really interesting. And I'm probably gonna say it's probably the worst of Marvel show, but I actually did finish it. So so that was it for, I believe, the 2021 Marvel shows. And in 2022, Disney Plus did release Moon Knight, which stars Oscar Isaacs. And this character is not known for a lot of people. I'm not too familiar with Moon Knight either. but I was interested in the character because it's everything is set like in Egypt. There's a lot of Egyptian gods, and I was always fascinated and interested in Egypt and the Egyptian gods and um, the underworlds of death or whatever the case might be. And so I was kind of interested in that, but it ultimately wasn't as bad as Hawkeye. Wasn't as bad as Falcon and Winter Soldier, but um, it wasn't. It didn't live up to the expectations. I still wasn't that excited or anticipating the next episode as much as WandaVision. Like I said, WandaVision is the only one that really did that for me. Oscar Isaac's performance is awesome. He got an Emmy nomination, so maybe he'll win when they actually do the awards. I believe it's next month in September. So we'll see what happens there. But ultimately it wasn't that great. Even though it did have some cool Egyptian lore or whatever you want to call it, and we see all these different gods, and some of the CGI wasn't bad considering it was a TV show. So Moon Knight. The next one that Marvel released is Miss Marvel. Now about Miss Marvel, um, I didn't finish watching the entire show. So I watched the first episode of Miss Marvel, and I thought it was fine, but I just didn't think it was that, or it wasn't really a show that it was for me, I guess, if you can say that. I feel like I was watching like one of those high school shows with just a little bit of a Marvel twist in there, which I don't know if that's how it ended up since I stopped watching after the first episode. I didn't think it was terrible. I just didn't think it was for me. And then later on I found out the big reveal about, the connection with mutants and so on. So of course I went back and just saw that portion. Maybe later on I'll finish watching Miss Marvel. But as of right now, I just haven't gone back to watching that. Okay, so now we have She-Hulk that just came out earlier this week. Now, initially I was going to do the, review of She-Hulk because I was going to do this probably earlier. But since Sunday morning was really the only time that I had to do this stream, I decided to just do a whole, just talk about the other Marvel shows and if they have met the expectations that I would say a lot of fans have, or at least myself. So I decided to do the whole Marvel TV shows first, and then we'll get to She-Hulk. So going back to She-Hulk here, when I first heard about She-Hulk, now I know that it's based on the comics and it's supposed to be a little bit more comical, as far as I know here. And she's a lawyer. That's part of the show. She-Hulk, attorney at law. And I was hoping that it'll be, like a legal show, because I also do like some legal TV shows or drama. When I was growing up or earlier years, I would watch like Law and Order and all these other shows. And I was hoping that this is what this would be. Like I said, I don't know if that's how it happens in the comics, but that's kind of what I was hoping there, with, again, a little Marvel twist. She's Bruce Banner's relative or cousin, I believe. So now she is She-Hulk, as we see in the first episode. And so that's kind of what I was looking for. And I did watch it. I did watch the first episode. And I thought it wasn't bad. I enjoyed it just enough here. I like the story. The first episode gets straight to the point, which we always want to see, right? And the series is going to have, I believe, 9 episodes, and they're all going to have post-credit scenes. You get to see the character as an attorney. She doesn't go into the whole, or the first episode doesn't go into too many legal aspects or components in there. It's just like basic legal stuff that she gets into in the first episode, because we get into the whole She-Hulk portion of the show. It is a Marvel show overall. Most people are watching this because of the Marvel aspect, even though I wanted to see more of the legal aspect of it. But I wasn't I guess they're not too realistic. But maybe they'll get into the whole legal stuff a little later on. So She-Hulk, which is going to premiering, or it already premiered, but we'll have new episodes every Thursday. So that's the schedule for She-Hulk on Disney Plus. So let's see. So the CGI of She-Hulk, the episode is a lot better. When they released the trailer, it looked very, very fake. It looked pretty bad. So I believe they went back, the special effects staff. I think they went back and they just I don't know, finish the shots or finish some of the CGI stuff, or maybe there was too much pressure from the fans, because a lot of fans were complaining about the actual look, and it did look pretty bad. It looked like video game CGI bad. So it looks like they might have fixed that because it looks better on the TV show. So that's good. And let's see, what else did I want to say about She-Hulk? So I'll definitely be continuing to watch it. I think it does have some, it is promising. There was a nice mixture of, comedy and action. And we get to learn a little bit more about Hulk, like Bruce Banner, like little details that we didn't really talk about in other Hulk movies or even the Avengers movies or any movies that Hulk is in. We don't get to talk about those little details like, the alcohol, just all those little things that normally we don't really talk about or we discuss it. So I think that was kind of cool. I'm not a huge fan of the breaking the fourth wall thing, not just with the character here in She-Hulk, but in Deadpool. Deadpool does it a lot. I don't really care for it, even with Deadpool. So also She-Hulk, not a huge fan of that. But overall, pretty good. I'll be continuing watching that. So let's see here. So again, going back to the shows, WandaVision, probably the best one of the Marvel shows so far. Falcon and Winter Soldier, a bit of a letdown. Wasn't completely horrible because I did actually watch all the episodes, but definitely not the best one of the shows. Loki started strong and it ended fairly strong, but through the middle, pretty weak. Hawkeye, I would say, is the worst of the Marvel shows by far. I will not rewatch that at all, not even during Christmas time. Moon Knight had a lot of components, a lot of elements that were interesting. The Egyptian stuff, the gods, Oscar Isaac's performance. A lot of good stuff in Moon Knight, but overall, it was a bit of a letdown. And then Ms. Marvel, as I said, I only watched the first episode. It was okay. Didn't seem like it was my type of show. Maybe later on I'll go back to it, but so far that's not going to be the case. All right, so I think the next thing I'm going to get into right now is the movie draft. So the movie draft, the game. Let's see here. Okay, so each year, or sometimes each quarter, in my channel, the movie channel, the movie canon channel here, I do a like a movie preview. So we have like the summer movies coming up, spring movies, or just overall the upcoming most anticipated movies of 2022. So I do that, and especially the fall one, we do a preview of those movies. So what I'm going to do this time that's a little different is I'm still going to do that fall 2022 movie preview, but I'm going to do a movie draft. So we have the Movie Canon Movie Council, the members that will be joining in that stream. They'll be playing this game. So it'll be the movie draft with myself, and then whatever members of the Movie Canon and Movie Council. So the way that we're going to get points here is based on the box office numbers and the Rotten Tomatoes score. So like, for example, I have Michael Myers here. Halloween Ends will come out in October of this year, of 2022, and whoever selected that movie, they will get points based on the box office numbers of Halloween Ends and points on the tomato score of Halloween Ends. So that's how you're going to get points. So obviously the game's not going to end until after the fall season is over, probably early next year, January, February. so that we can tally up all the worldwide box office numbers. And the source is going to be Box Office Mojo, so we're going to go based on that. And obviously, Rotten Tomatoes will use the score from that website. So that's how we're going to do that. As far as to how we're going to select the movies, that's something I'm going to give more details with the Movie Canon Movie Council when we actually do the stream, which is, I believe, is going to be early September, that Labor Day weekend, whichever that day is going to be, probably the Saturday. And the way that the viewers can join in, I'll give you instructions on that too. But again, same idea, same idea. Box office numbers, Rotten Tomato scores. Okay, so, and then also when we do that video, that stream, we'll do a future, or at this point it'll be a future Funko Pop giveaway. I am going to give away a Namor Funko Pop, and that's for the movie draft, a fall movie draft video. So it'll be attached to it. That's not going to be the prize or the gift that you get for playing the game. It's not going to be Namor. That's just a giveaway that I attached to the actual video. So that's Namor Funko Pop giveaway. I'll give more details about that when we actually do the video, the actual movie draft series here. Let's see if there's anything else I wanted to address here. Okay, so all right. So again, we just did the Marvel shows. Give a little bit of what I thought about the Marvel shows so far. I'm not sure you guys really liked the Marvel shows overall. I already gave my thoughts on that. Hopefully, She-Hulk keeps getting better. I am enjoying it so far. So, but yet again, I really enjoyed Loki the first episode, and that went downhill. So hopefully, She-Hulk continues to do well, or keeps me interested. And then again, the movie draft I'm going to do early September. Again, viewers, subscribers, just keep an eye out for details. I'll give you information as to how you can join. It will be separate. So myself and the Movie Canon Movie Council, we're going to have our own game. It'll be the same exact game, but we're going to separate it. Our game, and then the viewers, subscribers game. So I'll give you all those details because you have to choose a movie and so on. So it just depends on, it might be a first come, first serve. So if you enter first or whatever, then you'll have dibs on picking whatever movie you want to choose, and you create your little movie studio and so on. And I'll give you all those details later. So it's just something I wanted to announce so that some of the Movie Canon Instagram followers or Movie Canon YouTube subscribers have somewhat of an idea of what I'm planning on doing with this movie draft. And there will be a prize at the end. I'll tell you what it is later on, and when we actually do the stream, which again is in early September sometime. All right, so let's see if there's anything else I wanted to say today. I just want to make it kind of short here because I am outdoors. There are bears in South Lake Tahoe. Some of the people I've been staying with here at the Airbnb, they already spotted a black bear, which is in front of the house. They were trying to get into they put the trash in, like they call a bear box, and it looks like one of the bears was trying to get in there. So some of the people who are staying here with me, they already spotted a bear. So I'm always looking around here. I mean, there's a fence here, but I'm sure a bear won't stop just because there's a fence. But that's it here from South Lake Tahoe. Again, I was here because of my cousin's wedding, Ivan, who is a Movie Canon Movie Council member, and Jessica, who is also a Movie Canon Movie Canon Movie Council member. So congratulations to them. I think that's going to be it for the stream, and I guess I'll give you more details about that movie draft, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching.